if you are a writer already, or if you keep a journal, or if you write poetry, then you're kind of geared up for songwriting, I think. Guitar-wise, just like, mess around with 2 chords and try to place a melody over it that you think sounds good, and start mumbling words and see if anything enlightening comes out. Possible. Once and Future King will make a debut at some point. It's been hard. That song's been hard because I wrote all the lyrics to it one time on a train from New York to Boston, and then I lost that book. And since then, I've tried to recreate that, which I thought was good. I've just never been able to, in my mind, to make it as good as what was in that notebook. So that's hard for me to. I just need to get over that and just go with what works now. But it's hard to get it in a good place. And then Medusa just needs a little tweaking here or there. But I think it's possible. It's possible. It just needs like another little part or something. Not sure what. But. Once and Future King it's basically a train story. These kids on the trains, kind of these runaway kids on the train, and this one, the Once and Future King is like their leader, and so it's kind of about what happens to him, which is it's kind of tragic. I suppose that what I got Once and Future King from, which is also tragic, which I guess loosely ties in the big picture sense, is that when Robert F. Kennedy was killed by Sirhan, someone, as he lay there, someone scrawled on the wall "Once and Future King" as he lay dying. And you read that book, and we read that book as kids about King Arthur, and so there's just so much going in with that. There's a lot said just with that one line, But in its simplest form, the song's about these train kids. You're sad enough. You're sad enough. You're sad enough.
Hey.
things, I guess. One is like a rise to power, a heady riser in my mind at least was a rise to power. When someone rises on the strength of their own ego instead of the people's intentions or what the people want. But that whole sentiment, like they'll come for us and we'll say we aren't that, or they'll come for us and we'll say we aren't that, came from this. I think it was this sentiment. I was watching this documentary about this priest during World War II who went out of his way to stand up for the Jews because to his congregation he said, you know, we can't just not speak up for them because they aren't like us. Because if we don't stop them now, it's just going to be it's just going to go down the line. And let's see, I think that's just another song. It's another long song that we feel like we're not sure. I'd have to listen to a recording of us playing it live because I'm not sure that we do the album, the recording, justice. Although I think Mad Dog plays it well. That's another song where we're really hardcore fans like that, but outside of that, people don't really know it. It's kind of like the first Flag of the Shiners CD minus Gunship and State Inspector. It's like those other 4 tunes that people don't really know them. Yeah, so I guess we don't feel like that. It's the same thing with Rash. We don't necessarily feel like we play them really well. And we feel like in the case of Mountain and Uncertain, they're just like long, like kind of monsters of songs, and maybe a little intimidating for us to feel like we're doing them justice. I really like the Indian Moon in the Barn because it was so off the cuff, and I sang it live, you know, with the band. Chuck was on keyboards, Mad Dog on bass, Dom on drums, and we just did it, and it was like done right after we finished playing it. You know, usually songs take weeks or whatever, but that was just like, oh, let's just see if this works. And it was just really fun, and it's fun to have those guys on different instruments, so it had a really fresh, you know, feeling. And it was the only song that I sang live with the band because I usually do a scratch track and then go in and sing it for real by myself. So to sing it with the